Students, I hope you all are fine. Welcome to Bridge Course Session 9. In today's session, Geography. So, what is the chapter that we are going to look at as you can see your screen? As we are going to talk about chapter 2, which talks of land, water, natural vegetation and wildlife resources. So, basically, these all are the things that affect our lifestyle, right? So, we are going to look at this today's lesson. And in previous lesson, I have discussed about resources. So, please watch all these in sequences. Today, I will tell you how land, soil, water, natural vegetation and wildlife reflects, means these are the resources affect our life. So first I talk about in today's topic is here land. See here, our earth is full of variety of land, climate, water, vegetation and animal resources. When I have discussed about resources, anything that are of you use to mankind. So you are using pencils, pens, papers, plants, books. These are natural resources. Also man-made resources. Also we are seeing here human itself also resources. See here. I given some examples here about resources. So pencils, pens, papers, books, these all are man-made resources. And next one here, human. Human is also one itself also resource. Like that, climate, water, vegetation and animals, they all are other resources. Okay, climate, water, vegetation and animal resources, they all are other resources. See here, in your chapter given one example that in two places, means see here, that places are, one is Africa and other is New Zealand. Here Africa and New Zealand located in different parts of the world. There are different countries and different continents also are there. So that the lifestyle also here both different. Or the land is not suitable for agriculture, and so that is not much have agriculture in Africa. And see here, New Zealand, that peoples are sheep rearing. We are finding sheep in there. They are the abundance. Abundance means what? They are the many sheep. So that one story is there in your book. In a small village in Tanzania, that is Africa, Mamba gets up very early in the morning to fetch water. She has to walk a long way and returns after a few hours. She then helps her mother in the house and joins her brothers in taking care of their goats. All her family owns in a piece of rocky land around their small hut. Mamba's father can barley grows, some maize and beans on it after toiling hard. This is not enough to feed their family for the whole year. Another side, Peter. He lives in a herd of the sheep rearing region in the New Zealand, where his family runs a wool processing factory. Every day, when he returns from school, Peter watches his uncle taking care of their sheep. Their sheep yard is situated on a wide grassy plain with hills in the far distance. It is managed in the scientific way using the latest technology. in Peter's family using the latest technology they are using. Okay. And Peter's family also grows vegetables through organic farming. See here, Mamba and Peter's family to stay in different parts. See here, in New Zealand, that sheep is a found abundance. So abundance means what? Many sheep. People are rearing their sheep in New Zealand. Land is also suitable for agriculture. So here New Zealand and Africa, people are different. So the African lifestyle and New Zealand lifestyle is a very much different. We change in land, we change in water resources, we change in other resources that are available. So people living in the different parts of the world live in different lifestyle. Also different because there are variety of resources. So it is about land. So therefore people living here different parts of lead different types of life. Afterwards, see here land. Land is basically where we stay. Land is among the most important natural resource. It covers only about 30% of total area of the earth's surface. And all the parts, this small percentage are not habitable. Okay. And even the distribution of population is a different parts of the world is mainly due to varied characteristics of land and climate. See here, an important resource that covers 30% of Earth's surface. So the land is natural resource or human-made resource. It is natural resource. So land is natural or human-made. So it is the natural resource. See here, road. Natural or human? Road is a human-made resource. It is human-made, but this land covers 30% and water covers in this land 70%. And most parts of the land is not habitable. Habitat means what? Settlement. For example, you go to cold places or desert places or you go to forest places. These lands are not habitable because we cannot settle there. Today we are living in the plain land area. So tomorrow I am telling to you, go to live in the forest. You will be able to carry out all your activities? No. You will be face various types of issues that we say that land is important. People use it in the beneficial manners. Most of me, land is not habitable. Okay. See, the rugged topography, steep slopes, waterlogged areas, deserts and thick forest are the regions where there is a less population. Population is a number of people living in the particular area. Is defined as population. What is the population? The meaning of population is number of people living in particular area is defined as population. If I ask you, most populated country in the world, the correct answer is China. Then you are telling that China. And next is India. And India is the second most populated country in the world. But where we can seeing less population, we seeing in rugged topography. Topography means it is a physical structure of one place. Means that place is a steep slopes. Steep slopes means what? Hilly areas. You will find less population there because so life is a difficult. In hilly areas or the slope land, the life is, you are settling life there means very difficult you are facing there. Because of that land is a slopy land. Afterwards, waterlogged. Waterlogged areas also we are seeing here less population. Desert areas also we are seeing here Less population because low rainfall. There we are seeing there low rainfall, extreme climate. So which type of climate is there in desert areas? Extreme climate. And also in thick forest, presence of wildlife. So in the wildlife presence, we are not living in the forest. When question is arising here, in which we are seeing less population here, the answer is rugged topography, steep slopes, waterlogged areas, deserts, thick forest. All of these have less population. We are seeing in these places less population. And next one, see here, plains, rivers and valleys offer suitable land for agriculture. Hence, these are the densely populated areas of the world where we are seeing more population. So, we are seeing more population in the plain type of areas and river valleys because this land is suitable for agriculture, life conditions also easy here, and water is also available. So also we are calling densely populated area of the world. And Gangetic Plains. Gangetic Plains means in here Ganga region. You will find lot of population here. You will find here lot of population. For the desert like areas that Amazon forest or in the Antarctica, you will find less population because so these areas or these places suitable for land. So that is we have more population. Okay, some areas. So here next one is uses of land. See here, forestry and agriculture, mining, building houses and roads, setting up industries. These are the uses of land. The land is used for different purposes such as agriculture, forestry, mining, building houses, roads and setting up of industries also. This is commonly termed as land use. It is a land use. Can you list out the different ways in which Mambas and Peters family use their land? So I told one story in this lesson. Okay, so some list about Mambas and Peter family's land. The use of land is determined by physical factors. We are seeing there Mambas family means their Mambas land is there. Which type of land is there? Rocky land. And the Peters family's land is there? Grassy land. So they are differ from the lands. The use of land is determined by physical factors such as topography, soil, climate, minerals and availability of water. Human factors such as population and technology are also important determined of the use of pattern. Land can also classified can be basis owner. These are the basis of ownership as private land and community land. Private land is owned by industries whereas community land is owned by community. For common uses like collection of fodders, foods, fruits, nuts or medicinal herbs. So these community lands are also called common properties resources. So people are their demands are ever growing but the availability of land is limited. The quality of land is also differs from place to place. People started encroaching the common lands to build up commercial areas, housing complexes in the urban areas and to expand the agricultural land in the rural areas. Today the vast changes in the land use of pattern also reflect the cultural changes in our society. Land degradation, landslides, soil erosion, desertification are the major threats to the environment because of the expansion of agriculture and the construction activities. I hope you all are understood in today's session, today's topic land. Okay, and you make the points and read it daily. So next class I am explaining in next session. Thank you.